So yesterday I harvested 16 pounds of grapes out of my garden. And I know vineyard chicks and vineyard mom and pop, that is nothing compared to what you harvest. But holy cow, that is something for me. I am super excited. So after we pulled out all the stems and ate as many grapes as we wanted, I had 13 pounds. All of the recipes I've seen tell me that I have to cook my grapes before I can extract the juice from them. So we've moved to the stove and into the pot. How much grape juice we have left? I don't know. Is it enough to make something? I'll have to measure it. So I guess that's what I'll do next. Well, I ended up with almost 8 cups of juice off of that. That was probably, I don't know, maybe 10 pounds. What did I have altogether? 16, then 13 after the stems and the eating. And then I froze a couple of pounds, and I made juice with about 1 pound, and I did this with the rest. So it's, 8 or 9 pounds-ish. And that's, I guess maybe it's a cup a pound or so. I guess that would make sense. But that's my juice, and that, I believe, is enough for me to make some grape jelly. So that's going to be next on my to-do list. It looks like tonight we're trying to make jelly. There's always a first time for everything, right? Even when you're 60, there's a first time for everything. This will be the first time I am making grape jelly. It's the first time I've ever had grapes growing. It's the first time I've ever extracted juice from grapes. It's many, many, many firsts for me, so it feels pretty cool. All right, well, here we go back into Mima's dark cave back here because she won't turn a light on at night. I don't know how she expects me to actually videotape her.
You don't have to videotape.
But she is trying the grape juice. I don't like it.
Tastes funny.
It tastes funny. You taste funny.
I probably would. Hisani thinks I taste sweet.
Well, Hisani doesn't know any better. It's got a little bit of a bite to it. But that's pure grape juice.
Did you put pepper in this too?
No, there's no pepper in that. I didn't put anything in that. I'm going to add a bunch of sugar to it and turn it into a jelly.
It's an acquired taste.
And apparently you haven't acquired it? No?
Maybe a little sugar would help.
All right, well, I'm not putting sugar in and making juice. I'm putting sugar in and making jelly, so.
Okay.
You can have some of the jelly.
Okay.
I'll drink all the juice. Here I am, and I've got my wine juice. I did get enough, just enough. Well, not just enough, a little bit over. We were able to taste it too. So, but I have enough to make a batch of grape jelly, and I'm just going to make straight up grape jelly using the recipe that I found on my Certo, which is the Canadian brand of whatever pectin to make Jello. So that's what I'm doing. I've got my juice behind me in the pot warming up. I'm going to mix my pectin with half a cup of sugar like it says, get the rest of my sugar ready. My jars are in the oven warming up. I've just put my canner on the stove behind me, and it is also starting to warm up. I'm going to pop the lid on it here as soon as I'm done here. But anyway, that's going to be the last thing I do today is making and canning this jelly. I've never made jelly before. I've made jam once or twice, but never jelly starting with just a flat out juice. And of course, I've never squeezed my own grapes or drained my own grapes or grew my own grapes. I've never done any of that before either. So It's a whole year of first for me, which is pretty exciting for somebody who's, still learning how to garden. So anyway, I'm going to get to it. Into the canner we go. And there you have it. That's how I made jelly. And it turned out to be delicious. Look at the beautiful color on that. You wouldn't think that was a grape jelly. But that is what came from my white grapes. So very interesting. And yeah, beautiful gel set on that. And I can't wait to dig in. We tried it. But I still have jelly left over from lazy days I had with Jesse and Lisa from when they sent me some jelly, and I still have Vineyard Chicks jams that I want to get into. We don't eat a lot of jelly around here, but I'm going to try all of them, and I can't wait. I will try to record it. Anyway, I'll link the Vineyard Chicks who sent me beautiful jelly, and I'll link Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. I will link that down below as well, and you can check them out. They sent me some of Lisa's preserves and some vinegar, some vanilla, and yeah, some really delightful stuff. Anyway, that's going to be it for me for today. And I'm going to thank you for coming and hanging out with me for a little while and watching me make jelly from the grapes I grew out in the garden. So take good care of yourself, and I will see you soon. Bye now.